Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living weekly live broadcast. Today is Sunday, September 12th of 2021. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives to create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. Today's meditation and healing circle is for the multi-passionate. And I can honestly say, not that I would lie, but I can honestly say, I don't know anyone who feels that sense of calling and purpose that is not multi-passionate. We have many things that we care about in our lives. When you have a heart that desires to serve, that desires to be aligned with your source and to know truth. We live in a world that is such a multifaceted jewel, shall we say. And every facet of the jewel shows us another way to care and to love and to know compassion and to know truth and to serve. And it's hard to pick one when you're feeling the passion in your heart. And even if you have a clear sense of the passion in your heart and you feel really on track and aligned with that, there are other things in your personal life. There's your own self-care, your own self-love, your own attention that you need to give to yourself, as well as the call of family members and family members, loved ones, community, and all of the many, many ways that we are called to know love, to be in service, to know compassion, to uncover truth, and to know ourselves and be in connection with the all that is and with the one source and all that we desire in this world. I studied with a spiritual teacher, a Sufi guide and master from Jerusalem for almost 20 years before he passed away in 2015. And those of us who navigated toward him, we all had this deep passion to know God, to know the God within us, to serve and, to connect with that, to deepen that connection, to be in service to whatever calling that was moving through us, and to know what that was. And of course, he encouraged that in each of us. That was why we were there. But he would also say, and for all of you who want to save the world, be with your family. Don't forget your family. And 4 years ago, I moved home, I guess it's always home, to the home that I grew up in. After being out of the home for 36 years, I returned here to care for my father, who will be 99 in October. And it's added a new dimension to being multi-passionate, as I had many passions in the world and many things that I cared about and still do care about deeply. And I am very passionate about sharing what I received with other people. I truly received many rare gifts and initiations, if you will. I'll use that word. I think that's a word people are familiar with when you study with us on a spiritual path, to receive an initiation that just takes you to a deeper and yet more expansive level of being, state of being, that this opens you to be a channel for more of the alignment, for more service, to be able to guide people and help people to heal and to find the truth within themselves, find the connection within themselves, find the healing within themselves. So I had many of those initiations along the way. I learned so much and experienced so much of it personally for myself. And then to be called in a very deep way. I mean, the heart cracked open and the floodgates were there, to be called to come and serve my father in this way and my family in this way. It doesn't diminish the desire to be in service to the people It doesn't diminish the desire to be in service to the world, to make our world a better place, to care about the planet and the future of our planet, to care about the state of humanity, the state of the animals, the state of the water and the air and the earth. All of that is still very alive and sparked with a fiery passion that I have for all of it. And I have a deep passion and desire to be in service to my Father and extended family members as well. So all of that, excuse me, all of that is still alive. It's still very much at the forefront of what I care about and what I live for and how I serve. And if you can relate to this, you may notice that there are only so many hours in the day, and to some extent we can bend time and bring it all together and, be the multi-track, passionate person and be in service to many at once. And there are times when one calls more of your attention than another. And we navigate that. And we travel the pathway as it twists and turns, all while keeping the focus on the straight path, if you will, the straight path toward being in alignment and being in service and really following what is put into the heart in service to what's put in front of you in any moment. This is the pathway of the multi-passionate, and the pathway that can sometimes feel really tricky and confusing of how to navigate. And perhaps what that is calling for is an even deeper bowing of the heart to that deepest connection that you know within yourself. So that's where we're headed today as we move through this meditation and healing circle. So let's come into our circle, sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one, as there is only one, and we are all a part of that one. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light. And as you bring all of your focus and attention to face toward the center of our circle, just imagine, see, feel, perceive this pure divine light streaming into the center of our circle, filling the entire container of our virtual space with pure divine light. And just visualize, feel, perceive this pure divine light cleansing all of the space in front of you and around you with this pure light that burns away the dust and the cobwebs and the clutter and clears the space, filling it with this vibration of pure divine light. And bring your eyes and your nose and your mouth and your ears and your senses from your skin. Bring all of your sensory organs to face toward this stream of pure divine light and this vibration of pure divine light that fills the space that you are in. And allow all of your sensory organs to meet this light and to be met by this light. And allow your sensory organs, this is what takes in information from your surroundings and sends the information through your cranial nerves into your brain. And from there it is processed and sent to your central and peripheral nervous system. And your body can respond. Allow, as all of your senses face into this pure divine light, allow them to be met with this light, this vibration, and allow them to take in this cleansing, healing, purifying vibration of pure divine light. And let this pure divine light travel through your organs, your sensory organs, and through the neurological pathways, cleansing any of the imprints, the energetic templates, the pictures and beliefs that are ingrained along that way. Just let them be met with this purifying light. And as they are met with this purifying light, if they are not serving your absolute highest in the present moment, just allow them to be cleansed with this purifying light. And as they are cleansed, just let the old energy, the old templates dissipate from your body and from your mind. And just let them release from your consciousness and allow the template of your original knowing, the truth of that breath of spirit within you, your life force that was given to you when your soul was breathed into this physical body. It carried with it a knowing of spirit and the truth of your existence, of who you are, of what you are, of where you come from, of why you're here, what you're here to learn, what you're here to know, what you're here to do, who you're here to be, how you're here to serve, what you know about love and existence. All of that is a part of your core makeup, your core life force energy. And this is the truth that guides you and serves you at the deepest level of your being. So anything that has been templated or pasted on top of that truth, is let it be cleansed by this purifying light. And let the truth strengthen and emerge and take up the space as this space is freed up, as the energies, the templates that are no longer serving your absolute highest good are cleansed from your being. And let that purifying light travel all the way through your nervous system, through your cranial nerves, into your brain, and cleansing and purifying the pathways within your brain and your central processing unit, the CPU of your body. And let that light travel through and cleanse all of the imprints and the templates that you have taken on that have been directing and guiding you and protecting you in ways that have perhaps been a sense of survival mode for you and gotten you through survival. Underneath, as these pathways are cleansed, underneath is your truth. So just let that be cleansed and let that truth emerge. And just let yourself be a willing participant and witness as this cleansing is taking place and the inner knowing is emerging and taking up the space that is being cleared. And take a full and gentle breath, breathing your energy into your core. And as you exhale, let your conscious body drop down and land into your hips and into your pelvic bowl. And be who you are, present in your body. And bringing your heart to face toward the center of our circle, Together, let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your unconditional love. Just sense, feel, perceive this stream of unconditional love streaming into the center of our circle, filling all of this space with the vibration of pure, divine, unconditional love. And to let your heart center face into this vibration of unconditional love. You can let that funnel of energy from the front of your heart center, let it tip up slightly. And let that stream of unconditional love stream in through that funnel and fill your heart and cleanse and purify your heart with the love that loves unconditionally. The love that is loving and loves unconditionally. That is all that it knows, is love. It does not know your conditions that you may place on love or perceive to be placed on love. Love is love, and it loves unconditionally. So just let yourself breathe that in through your heart center, through that funnel of energy at the front of your heart. Let that be a breathing portal, and breathe that unconditional love in through your heart. And let it travel through that funnel and all the way through your heart center into the center of your body. And as you exhale, just let your exhale release any of the blocks and barriers or clutter from your heart space. And as you inhale in that vibration of unconditional love to flow through your heart all the way into the center of your chest. And as you exhale, let your exhale release any of the blocks and barriers. Releasing the blocks and barriers, releasing the tension, and let your heart space soften and relax and release. Inhale in this vibration of pure, divine light and unconditional love. Just letting that flow through your heart. And let your conscious body, again, as you drop into your physical core, let your conscious body lean back toward your spine, and to let yourself, it's like being in the flow of a gentle waterfall as you rest into your core, and let the flow of energy at your core just flow through. Let yourself feel that vibration as it flows through your core. And as this pure, unconditional love flows through your heart center, all the way into your core, just let it pour over you like a gentle waterfall as you receive this pure, unconditional love. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to be filled with this pure, unconditional love, and allow your conscious being to be loved with a love that is so pure and so clean and so healing. And allow yourself to receive. Receive and be. And again, take a full, gentle breath, breathing all of your energy into the core of your body. And as you exhale, let yourself drop down and land into your pelvic bowl, landing into your hips. And you can put a hand or two over your belly if you like, and invite your belly to face into the center of our circle and to be present with you here. Sometimes the belly is where our fears live and where that anxious feeling can live and uncertainty. And it helps to put your hands over your belly in a reassuring way. You can even wrap your arms around your belly and hold it, cradle it, and help it to feel the unconditional love and acceptance. And let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of eternal compassion. And imagine this stream of the eternal compassion, the compassion that extends beyond our time and space realm. It is the ocean of compassion that our entire existence is created to subsist within. So in the Sufi teachings, it says the first emanation of God consciousness is compassion. And the compassion is the ocean in which all of creation lives, exists, subsists. It is the womb in which we live, all of creation as one body, contained within this cosmic womb. And the state of this cosmic womb is an eternal compassion, unwavering compassion. Allow yourself to rest into this ocean of compassion and to feel the embrace of the eternal compassion. To feel the love, the acceptance, and the healing power of this eternal compassion. And let yourself rest into this ocean of compassion. Let it take from you your stress and your tension. Let it take from you your fears. Let it take from you your uncertainty. And allow yourself to rest and to just be. To be in your perfection as you are held in this ocean of compassion, filled with love and pure divine light. Kun fayakun, be and it is. And with each breath, let yourself draw this light and love and compassion deeper into your heart, deeper into your lungs, deeper into the core of your being. And as this comes into your lungs and your heart, it is purifying your bloodstream and delivering these nutrients of pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion, delivering them to every cell of your body. And invite every cell of your body to receive this vibration of pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion. As every cell of your body carries consciousness, let the consciousness of every cell be cleansed and purified, illuminated with this divine light, filled with unconditional love and held in the eternal compassion. Every cell. And a full and gentle breath in, drawing all of your energy into your core. And exhale, let yourself drop down into your hips and land into your pelvic bowl. You can shift your hips just a bit and let this energy travel through your hips, through your legs, through your knees, through your calves and shins, through your ankles, through your feet, into the tips of your toes and through the soles of your feet, connecting you to your Mother Earth, this planet that we live on. And this planet within it has very much of the nutrients that we need through the soil and also the wisdom of the earth. So let that, as you connect in through the earth, as your connection goes in through the earth, just let your connection absorb the knowledge of the wisdom of the earth and the nutrition from the minerals deep within the earth that are here to sustain us. And let that nourishment travel up through this connection, up through your feet, and up through your ankles and legs, your knees, your thighs, your hips, up into your core, filling all of your body with the wisdom of the earth and the nutrition from the minerals contained deep within the earth, and allow your body to receive and receive and receive this nutrition. You can circle your shoulders and stretch out your arms, circle your wrists and stretch out your hands and your fingers. Feel your energy moving all the way into your extremities, through your arms and into your hands, through your palms, through your fingertips, letting all of your being be replenished with this wisdom of the earth and the nutrients of the soil, the minerals of the earth. Just let the vibration of all of this move through your entire body. Let it travel up through your spine, into your neck and head, filling all of you with this pure vibration, the wisdom of the earth, the nutrients of the soil, and the minerals of the earth. It goes deep within the earth and traveling through your feet, through your body, through all of your core, into your extremities, up through your neck and throat, and into your head. And let all of you be filled and nourished with this vibration of the wisdom of the earth and the nourishment from the minerals of the earth. And let your crown space also open, and let this light of source that moves through your crown, let it come and move through your crown and meet the vibration, the core of your existence, along with the wisdom of the earth, as you are a being that carries the wisdom of earth and spirit within you. You are spirit breathed into physical form, made of earth. You carry the wisdom of earth and spirit integrated within you. You have unlimited wisdom that you can tap into from earth and spirit. You are more than the surroundings that you live in. You are more than how much money you make, or any house you live in, or neighborhood you live in, or what you've had or done or experienced in this life. You are a being that carries the light of your source, the wisdom that comes through the breath of your source, the knowing, and also the wisdom that comes from the earth and all of the earth's minerals. So let that, if you will, imagine that those streams coming together at your core and integrating you at your core, integrating wisdom of earth and spirit within you at your core, letting that fuse together and fill all of the space within you with the wisdom of earth and spirit, integrated in perfect harmony for you, uniquely as you are here to exist and to shine and to create and to serve as you exist within this physical body during this time and space on earth. And let yourself, again, just kind of lean back against the front of your spine and let your conscious body really feel this integration moving through you and within you. And to let your conscious body also infuse into this wisdom of earth and spirit. As you feel it integrating within you, let it integrate into your conscious body. And let you be it, let it be you, as you take up the space within your physical skin and bones and flesh, and all that is contained within you. And So let yourself feel and really consciously take in all that you are, the multifaceted being that you are, integrated into one body, into one spirit, into one heart. And let's just take a minute and breathe into your heart center. And take some breaths breathing into your heart center. If it helps you can put your hands over your heart. And feel the breath moving in and out through your heart center. And feel your heart expand and deepen with each breath. Feeling this expansion, and as it expands, letting yourself drop deeper and deeper and deeper into the center of your chest. And I invite you to call to the passion within you, the place inside of you that knows truth, that yearns to return to truth, and yearns to be in service to truth. You don't have to define what truth is for you in this moment. Just allow yourself to feel and experience this expansion and deepening. To feel and experience the expansion of the heart and the deepening. So as you inhale, you can imagine your heart expanding, this funnel expanding. And as you exhale, just let yourself drop back into your body, traveling deeper into your heart. And as it expands, as you inhale, let it expand. And as you exhale, drop deeper down into your heart and back toward the center of your body. Feeling that heart connected all the way in with your vertical core. And just let yourself, as you drop in, just let your conscious body hang out and be just to hang out and be right there in that space where your heart center meets into your vertical core. And to let yourself be there and set an intention, if you will, to really be templated on a deep level and on a conscious level with your divine passion and your divine purpose. And to let yourself witness and feel and experience what moves in your heart as you feel this breathing in this pure divine light, unconditional love and eternal compassion, and standing in your core and receiving that light and love and compassion through your heart. Let yourself feel. Let yourself receive. Let yourself observe, witness, and take note. What wants to move through your heart? What wants to be expressed? What wants to serve? And just imagine your source, the divine source of pure light and unconditional love and eternal compassion. Imagine this source right in front of your heart center. And as your heart inhales, let your heart align and face directly into the light of your source. And as your heart exhales, just let your heart bow in reverence to this source. And inhale, align to face directly into your source. And as you exhale, let your heart bow in reverence and in service to your source. And inhale, bring your heart center to face directly to your source. And as you exhale, let your heart bow even deeper in reverence and in service to your source. And allow yourself to say yes to being in this connection, in this reverence, in this desire to serve, and ask to be filled with the sense of service and purpose at the deepest level of your being, all the way to the most surface and conscious level of your being. And everything in between. And with this image or imagination of your source being right in front of you, let yourself also just ask for help, if you will. If there are multiple ways that you feel called to serve, multiple populations, multiple people, multiple ideals, just let them be placed in front of you, kind of like in a small semicircle in front of you, between you and your source. Just imagine each one of the ways that you feel called to serve, or whatever purpose, or that you may be wanting to serve, whatever you may be wanting to help with on our planet, whatever you may be wanting to help with for humanity, for our animals, for our atmosphere, for our climate, whatever you may be wanting to serve for other people, and whatever you may be wanting to serve for your family or your loved ones. And of course, put yourself in there too. And put this all into this space in front of your heart, between you and your source. Still breathing in that pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion, letting your heart be bowed in reverence to your source and in service to your source. And just let all of this stuff, let your focus be on your source and reverence and service to what your source brings to you and asks of you, and all of this other stuff there too. Because sometimes we feel like we have to take care of one and eliminate that need before we can take care of another. Sometimes we feel like it's an either or. Sometimes it is a both and some of it is, sometimes it's a this right now and that later. And all of that is okay. Because in the grand scheme of things, time is an illusion. And intention has an incredible power when you're considering the trajectory of your soul path. This may be especially helpful if you feel like there are more things than you can possibly do in one lifetime. And just ask this. If you can visualize or perceive in whatever way you do, as all of this is contained in this nice little circle between your heart and the light of your source. And let the light from your source, as it travels through to the light of your heart, let's let it encompass all of this that is between your heart and your source. Let all of this be encompassed in this light. And again, breathing in this light, and as you exhale, let your heart bow in service and in reverence. And remember, you are also a part of what is in this circle, this space between your heart and your source. And let the light of your source just blanket and infuse into all of this space between you. Just ask your source if there is a way that your source would like to align these things for you, or to illuminate for you what is most important and most relevant in the moment. If there is an order, a sequence of things, just imagine them being aligned or arranged or illuminated and moving into place as your source would have you to be in service. And if there's any of that that is not for you at this time, just ask your source to remove that from this space and to turn your heart toward that which is most calling for you to serve in this moment. Because when we serve our source, ultimately we can serve source and serve truth through any avenue. And we can serve through multiple. And we can know our source and know ourselves. There is a saying that says, know yourself to know your Lord. Know yourself to know your truth, the truth of the light of existence that gives life force to your physical form. That is what breathed your soul into your physical body. And you can know yourself through anything that is put in front of you, because everything put in front of you is a mirror and gives you an opportunity to know yourself and to know this light of truth that exists within you. Sometimes in this world we associate more prestige or more satisfaction with things of an external nature, but ultimately everything of the external, though the service can be a beautiful service, everything is ultimately a reflection to help you know the truth within yourself and to bow your heart more deeply and in reverence to that truth. So what is it that your source illuminates for you to serve? And if you can be with this bowing to that truth, bowing to that light, bowing to that illumination, and just let your heart continue to go deeper and deeper and deeper in its bowing. Deeper and deeper into its desire for service. And allow everything that is in this space in front of you to be held, if it is to remain there, to be held in this light and this love and this compassion. And know that for everything on this planet, Source has a plan, a divine orchestration. We are here to love each other and to serve each other and to care for each other and to care for ourselves, all in service to our Source, all to know the divine truth within. And we may not be able to do everything for everybody, And we have to trust that everything and everybody is also within the divine orchestration and being held, being guided, being shepherded, being provided for. And it's a gift and a blessing when we get to be a part of the delivery of that guidance and that provision for another. But ultimately, everything is from source to source, from source that moves through me to source that moves through you, to source that moves through your loved ones, to source that moves through all of the objects and the things and the life forms that you care about on this planet and in this 3D realm. So let it all be held in this ball of light in front of you. And just notice what you notice as this light illuminates more and more of what is in front of you. And let your heart bow to that and ask your source for guidance. Ask for clarity. Ask for guidance. Ask for truth. And to let yourself be shown. I'm noticing for myself everything coming into one streamlined pathway between my heart and the light of my source. So just notice what you notice for yourself. How is that showing up? What is being illuminated? How is it being orchestrated or ordered? And let your heart bow in reverence and service to the light. And let your heart just bow and say yes. And bow and say yes. We are beings that are created of compassion, through compassion, from compassion, for compassion. We are here as compassionate beings to learn to care for each other through all sorts of circumstances. And that caring for each other and serving the highest from the Most High within to the Most High within the other, knowing source, and through the reflection of source that is reflected back. All of this is one illuminated pathway, and ultimately we are here to know that truth and to serve that truth, to love, to care, to serve, to matter. We are given many pathways to choose from, and we are given many to serve at once. And as I said, sometimes one will be the next thing on the pathway, another will be the next thing on the pathway. It's a moment-to-moment thing as we navigate the pathway to care for ourselves. So for you to care for yourself, to care for your loved ones, and to care for whatever passion and service that you want to give to the world. So take a moment and breathe this in, and even if it's not completely clear yet, know that it will continue to integrate. And I invite you to come back to this recording and listen again until your being feels aligned and can get it, like till it really goes click inside of you. And when you find yourself caught in that multiple opportunities to serve and not sure which to serve next or how many you can serve at once, and you need to care for your own well-being so that you can continue to serve, and yes, you do. Just imagine all of it in a circle in front of you with the light of your source on the other side, filling, blanketing, illuminating, orchestrating all that's within this sphere. And let your heart bow in service to the light. Let the light guide you on the pathway of where to serve next, whether it is yourself and your own well-being, whether it is a family member, a loved one, a community member, or some greater service that will serve the collective or the planet. Whatever that may be, let it come into alignment, into illumination, and let your heart bow. And don't worry about what it looks like from the outside. That's the other piece I wanted to say on this before we close. Don't worry about what it looks like on the outside, because much of what keeps us in confusion is our desire to align with what the world and the worldviews expect of us. And that can often throw us into confusion and take us off course from where our hearts will be most fed and fulfilled in service. So any of that concern for the worldviews and what the world thinks, just let those be released and let those go. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let those go, and bring your heart back to that pathway in front of you, to bow in reverence and service to the pathway that is in front of you in this moment. And this may be a time that you'll want to do some journaling. And if there's anything that's come clear for you, or if there are things that are coming into alignment for you, just you can start with perhaps the prompt, with gratitude. In gratitude, I am called to serve. And just let yourself write, in what ways are you called to serve, and what is that, how it all comes together and comes into alignment, and what is your next step in that service. I am called to serve. I align with the highest light in service to. My next step is. Take a deep breath in and let your heart bow in gratitude for what you've received. That helps it to integrate even more deeply into your consciousness. As you bow in gratitude and give thanks directly to your source, to all of the angels, healers, helpers, guides, prophets, saints, perfected ones. And in gratitude, we'll bring this part of the call to a close and open for the Q&A. If you're listening to the recording, please join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. When you join us live, you can stay on the call after the recording has ended for Q&A, for discussion, for sharing. To find out information to join the call and how to join the call, go to joyfullylivingwellness.com. joyfullylivingwellness.com. Look for the Meditation and Healing Circle there. Join us on Sundays. While you're there, pick up the copy of the 10 Spiritual Principles of Our Human Existence. It's a one sheet that gives 10 principles of who we are, what this life is about, why we're here. And it also comes with a 15-minute guided meditation, one that you can download and use as a daily practice to help you to align with the knowing within yourself and cleanse your being with the light and the love and compassion so that the truth within you can emerge and guide you. You're also welcome, if you need support, to schedule a 30-minute breakthrough session with me, and we'll see if we are a fit to work together. I'll give you some tools that can help you in the moment, and if we want to continue to work together, we can move from there. And with that, I'll end the recording and open for the Q&A. I thank you very much.